Hey guys, and welcome to Sounds Like NYC episode 81. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself, guest? What's your name? I forgot your name.
Are you serious?
No, Sus, come on, tell us about yourself. What do you do?
Okay, so my name is Sus Vasquez.
How funny would that be if I just forgot her name?
No, man. Oh, you're Manuel, right?
Yeah, the Manny.
And I'm Dave.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah. Are we on right now?
Yeah, we are.
This is so
Fine on.
Okay, so my name is Sus. I'm a guitar player from Medellin, Colombia, and I've been living in New York for 3 years now. I used to play live.
Wait, what made you stop?
I don't know, man. It's just
like a
live
pandemic's
decisions.
going on, you know what I mean?
No, obviously, COVID came and it changed everything. But I'm a full-time musician, touring musician, live musician, guitar player, and also session guitar player. So I do a lot of recordings from my home studio in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you're living the dream.
Living the dream in New York, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing for a bunch of artists so far, and tour a lot with different artists and projects, and also used to play a lot around the city, like locally. And I've done a lot of session work as well and teach a little bit.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, congrats on your 3-year anniversary in New York City. Woo!
Thank
Yay.
you.
What was
Yeah.
it, the 25th, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
25th of December,
25th
right?
of December. Right
Christmas
on Christmas
Day, yeah.
because it's cheaper.
There you go.
Oh, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the flights are probably going to be like super cheap.
Yeah.
They're
Because
cheaper, yeah.
nobody's gonna travel
Nobody
on
wants to
Christmas.
move.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so like, were there any culture shocks coming like from Colombia over to New York City?
Oh, definitely. It was very hard, like everything, because I pretty much came on my own. I didn't have any family here or any friends, and just like getting into the American culture and understanding the whole system was like a huge thing. Like I didn't even know like what a lease was, what income, like credit score. I don't know. I didn't know like any of those terms at all.
Yeah.
So I came here just trying to find a room or something like that. It was like crazy, you know. So that was hard, definitely. And then the first year, I would say it was hard just getting used to the fact that I didn't know like anybody a lot from South America. So it's like a totally different thing, you know, like getting to know other people and hanging with other people. It's not the same thing, you know, but definitely a culture, but also like a huge growing experience because you learn so much from other cultures and you just like learn to survive in this city, which is what I love about this. Like every day I wake up and it's like
Scared.
I'm scared. I'm not scared, but it's like, okay, what am I gonna do to
Anxiety attacks.
to make it today in New York? You know, it's like all the time I get this like energy of hustling, and like in 2019 I was like traveling so much, like touring in and out of the city. And every time I went to a different city or any different place, it was crazy because I would get there and I never felt the same as New York.
Yeah.
Every time I came back to New York, it was like that energy. It's something I cannot explain, but I think you guys feel it too. It's like some kind of energy, you know, like magic thing for sure.
The fear of not paying rent on time, I think, is that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So fucking
Living out of $1
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah. It's
cramming
it's that
6
vibe.
family members in a 1-bedroom apartment in
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, you
Oh,
already know, bro.
Jesus.
You already know.
It is what it
But,
is.
yeah, because like I guess because we've had people on who have lived in LA and stuff like that, and they always say that like New York definitely has that hustle vibe, and like LA is definitely like super relaxed and stuff like that. But like at least for you, creatively,
I just realized I'm the only one wearing a
had the
fucking
mask.
mask.
David, we're supposed to be endorsing mask. You don't want to give power to the anti-maskers,
God.
do you?
I took my COVID shot and I'm okay.
You took
Are
your
you serious?
COVID?
No, the test. I mean, the test.
Oh, the test.
I
Okay.
did a test today.
Yeah.
I haven't had the
Everyone,
result.
please do the
But
test.
you're probably the most dangerous then, because you were exposed to anybody who might have had the COVID.
Why?
I don't know.
I've been having so many tests. Like on the past month,
Yeah.
I had like 10 different tests.
Damn.
They were all negative.
2019.
Damn, look at you.
Remember 2019? None of
Yeah.
this fucking mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
We were free.
We were free, yeah.
How
but
was
like,
how was touring?
Yeah.
Oh, in
2019.
2019 it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I couldn't understand what was happening because
Yeah.
it was so good. Like I was not even in the city too much.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was always like I would get here and then go to somewhere else. I went to Europe twice, and I did a whole tour in South America.
Mhm.
Visit like I remember I think it was like 30 countries, different countries. Or
Yeah.
something. I did like a whole list at the end, and I was so grateful. I still so grateful for
Yeah.
that. I just hope like that comes back.
Yeah.
And it will come back.
Yeah.
I'm positive about
In
it.
So-
5 years.
In
no,
5
no,
years,
no,
oh
no.
God.
This year. Shut up,
Yes,
David.
end of this year? Yeah, that'd be great. But like, what were some of the things that you like learned, or like what was what was so from the last time that you like toured, what were some of kind of like the life lessons that you learned from like touring, from like this like last tour that you did back in 2019? Or like, how did you think that you became a better person? Or like,
Yeah, in
Or a worse person.
a worse
You
person.
never know.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a really tough question.
well, you don't have to answer. I was just like, any new kind of like life lessons or new kind of like outlooks on life.
Well,
from-
definitely that I think about that a lot because I was like touring, and every time I go to a new place, I would feel like very, like I would get something out of that, like a life experience or learning something. And obviously this year it was like just like the same place, like not getting out, just like the same thoughts over and over, which I think it was really good. Like I feel like I'm a better person right now because of 2020. I had a lot of time for myself and, like thought about a lot of things. But I also miss that feeling of just like going in and out, like nonstop traveling. And every time I would get to a hotel room, I think I told you guys about this, like every time I get to a hotel room, I would like put the guitar on the bed and would be like, oh my God, I'm here because of music.
Right.
And that was like just like a feeling of being so grateful, because I felt many times when I was in Colombia that I was never gonna get out of there. Like I was not feeling secure about getting anywhere because it's a small city, like. So I never thought I would do something with music. And with my family, it was also like that because I come from a family, they're no musicians. So they didn't quite understand what I was doing. And just getting that reward of being on a hotel somewhere in the world, I don't know, and just like knowing, okay, I'm here because of music, and every single second that I put into this guitar world, and music world is just totally worth it, like so many sacrifices I did in my life. Like for a long time, I didn't like go out or like have a social life or do stuff. Like I would just like be in my room practicing all day, writing music and practicing guitar because I had a dream. And it's like right now I feel like I'm so grateful and like I really appreciate every single moment of life because of that. Even if it's like in Europe or here or anywhere else, it's just like I'm very grateful about everything. So yeah, touring made me see that, like definitely how big the world is, how many cultures there are, and how like you need to learn to, like, this is very important, like learn to adapt to the moment, because on touring it's always like a thing, like you never know what's gonna happen.
Right.
So it can be perfect, like the perfect situation. You got the flight, you get early, you get to the hotel, you can walk around the city, you can rest, you can do whatever you want. Or it can be like nonstop from the, I don't know, you miss your flight, something happened with the flight, so it's chaos, and then you get to the sound checking, you don't eat during the entire day, you know, like it can be both things. So learning to adapt to any situation, because anything can go wrong, you know, like your pedal board can, a cable can be bad, the guitar can go out of tune, whatever, you know, like any type of thing can go wrong. So you just learn to adapt to everything that comes like right away.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah, I mean,
So
because
cool.
I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about being like a touring musician, because it's not like, you know, like you said, it's not all nice. There's some shit that you have to go through. So like, what do you think has been like the most humbling experience for you, like as a touring musician?
The most embarrassing experience of your life.
Oh yeah,
basically,
like that.
is that kind of like.
What's the worst moment?
Yeah, no, yeah. What's been the worst moment for you as a professional musician,
The
like
worst
touring, like
moment.
the worst
Oh my
situation
God.
you've been in?
Like that, it was very bad. You
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I've had some tours where everything was wrong about, you know, like
Forgetting
like
equipment,
the people, like the
having to
people
improvise with what you
didn't
got.
like, like the people didn't really like put money so that people were actually okay. You
Yeah.
know, like very shitty hotels where I don't
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like they didn't have like any soap or the bed was dirty. You know, like very nasty stuff.
Yeah.
Then like really long, like you wouldn't get like money for like per diems or anything like that, or just like they didn't give you any food at all, you know, like, so there were experiences like that. I play on many places where everything was wrong about the place. Like you get there's no like, I don't know, amplifier, there's nothing, there are no lights, there's no stage, there's still like about to set up, and you just had to wait there for like, I don't know, 3 hours for them to set up, which is, it doesn't make any
ridiculous,
sense.
yeah.
So in that sense, it's like a lot of like disorganization. So you just gotta deal with that.
Yeah.
I had that, but I also had like perfect tours where everything is like right there, perfect.
I
You
mean, you
know?
had some pretty
like,
big shows the last couple of months, right?
Yeah, like this year was good. The end of the year, because a lot of like pre-recorded kind of like, not pre-recorded, like live streams, a lot of that stuff started to happen with this artist that I work with, Carl G. So I traveled like 5 times to Miami
That's
That's
crazy.
so nice.
this year, just to record stuff, you know, like
Damn.
which was amazing. Like just amazing to see, like, okay, music's still there, it keeps going, you know, like people is taking it in another way, but it's still there, and we're still doing that. So we did the Latin Grammys, we did the Macy's Parade with her, and like the YouTube New Year's Eve party kind of thing. That was
I mean, I usually don't pay attention to like the Macy's Day Parade, but as soon as like I found out you were gonna be in, I was like, that'd be fucking cool, bro.
Yeah, so
that
like, how
was
was that?
so cool.
How
That
was it
so cool.
performing? Like, what was the logistics like? Like, how was that day?
Everything was great.
Yeah.
We just went on a van from the hotel, from Soho there, and we just stay in the van. They made us do like 6 COVID. It was crazy. Like every single day there was a COVID test. And then we just stay in the van until the actual car was like right before the camera. So we just stay in the car, and then they were like, okay, look, go to the car. We jump in the car, and it was right away. It was like I don't know, like 2 minutes literally of the whole experience.
Yeah.
But it was such an experience, like so like exciting thing to do.
What's it like sharing the stage with somebody like that big? I mean, it's got to be like,
It's crazy.
mind-blowing.
It's mind blowing, because she's from the same hometown from Medellin, Colombia. You know, so just to see her do what she's done, how she has accomplished everything, it's just like so inspiring to me. Like that's one of the main reasons that I work with her, because I'm so inspired by what she does. Coming from the same place, being a woman in the music industry, which is not easy, and just like she's a fighter. She's right there because she's been so obsessed with her dream. So I really get inspired and motivated by that. So I love that.
Nice. So, I mean, do you have any questions to ask, or?
Yeah, I mean, I guess my thing is like with all the the good and the bad things that happen with like touring, like being a touring musician. Like, would you ever give all that up to become like just a studio musician, or?
No.
No. Yeah. All the glory
I
is
love
in
both.
touring.
Don't.
Right.
Yeah, I love session.
If you had to choose one,
And I love, no, I choose touring. Yeah. No, because there's something about like playing live. It's like an energy. You don't get anything. And the traveling, it's a huge thing for me. I love traveling. That was really hard about last year because, yeah, like no traveling at all. But yeah, I think the touring, because I'm a very routine person.
right?
Like, but I also need like things to change, like,
Yeah.
so having like a tour where everything's changing every day, a new city, and you think like that's like a lot. Like, I love that kind of stuff.
Keeps you on your toes.
And
sure.
just like playing on top, like in front of millions is just like, I don't know. I love that feeling.
Yeah.
I love that feeling of, I don't want to be like the famous,
Right.
like I always wanted to be a side musician. But I love that feeling of just like the energy you get back from the people and just like playing music live. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Because it's just like, so for me personally, it's really cool getting to know you and talking with you, because I want to become a professional musician. Like, you are my goal. Like, basically, you are where you are, like,
You
in
gotta
the
get a leather
position.
jacket.
I gotta get. I do actually have one. I should
There
start
you go.
wearing it more.
Step one,
Yeah.
complete.
But yeah. So what are some tips, or like all the advice? Like, what's the advice you have for people like me who want to become a professional musician, and maybe like as a guitarist specifically, like what steps I should be taking, or what steps should other people be taking towards achieving, the goal of being like a professional musician,
On
touring,
stage at the Grammys.
touring, or in the studio? Like,
Yeah.
what advice could you give me?
Well, the first thing is that you gotta be prepared. So you gotta
Practice
understand.
all your skills, kiddies.
Yeah, no, you just gotta practice a lot. Because it's a skill you gotta develop, and the reality is that it takes a lot of time, a lot of years, a lot of patience. So patience is super important. Just being patient with yourself and being very, very constant and practicing. But also understanding that it's not only the music, it's not only practicing. You gotta get there, meet people, play with others, do networking. You gotta like be on time, be a good person as well.
For sure.
Like it's a whole package. So you gotta work on all those aspects to get there. And then it's just, I feel it's a matter of visualizing. If you visualize yourself doing something that you want, if that's your dream, you just like get up every single day visualizing yourself accomplishing that, and you're gonna get there. Because that's what I did. And I literally, I'm a true believer, and also enjoying the journey, because it's not only the destination, it's the journey, what takes you there, like every single day, enjoy every day of practicing, and every day that you're doing and putting into that dream, enjoy that. So that would be my advice, yeah.
Awesome. There's only one problem in that. I absolutely hate practicing.
Yes, no talent. No.
Yeah, that too. No, but like, yeah, no, like this.
Well, there's
year,
a lot of people that don't practice,
Yeah.
but they play a lot.
Yeah,
So,
that too. Yeah, so like.
Just gotta get
yeah.
you on stages, bro.
yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, I'll get on the stage tomorrow.
Okay,
I'll find a venue. But no,
We'll pack it maximum capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, like practicing is so important and core to becoming a better musician. I definitely want to take this year and just like really get down the practice routine that's best for me. But like, yeah, God, I hate practicing, but I know that I need to do it
But that's the
more.
thing. You don't need to call it practice. You just sit with your instrument and do something, and slowly you're gonna see, like, every time you put some time into it, you're gonna start finding a way that you enjoy it, that you like it, and every time it's gonna be a little bit more, and every time it's it's like when you start going to the gym at the beginning, it's hard, but there's people that get to a point that they really enjoy it, and it's like they it's the same thing. Is
Yeah.
you take the guitar, you practice a little bit, you play,
Yeah.
you enjoy things, find things that make you wanna actually
Practice,
play.
yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
don't call it practice. Just go and like find stuff that you actually like doing it and start doing it a lot. You know, like
Yeah.
just look at it in a different perspective. You know, like
Yeah.
I think it's funny because like I like even before like getting a job or whatever, I was always like a workaholic. So like when I was starting to play guitar, like I would just lock myself in like a little corner for like 3 hours straight, just practicing scales and doing that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. There was a time when you were better than me.
There was a time,
Yeah.
but I wanted to give you a chance.
Thanks for that. You're so kind. Yeah. But definitely, like, because I see
I'm
that you
sure
have
you
your
guys
like,
are
list.
both really good.
Actually, to be honest, like
I
he's
stopped playing.
he stopped like
I
he
stopped
sold
playing.
me all of his gear like 4 years ago. So
Yeah.
I've either
Wow.
sold that gear or
But
or
I'm
still
sure if
using
you
it
just,
now.
you come back, you
Yeah,
will.
maybe.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe
do
I'm
it,
still
'cause
better than you. I just
Maybe
don't know.
you are. Yeah.
Yo,
let's see.
imagine that'd be
Yeah.
funny.
That'd be. I'll be
What-
so depressed. But yeah.
What are your goals for 2021?
Okay, 2021. I really wanna just keep going the way I'm going. You know, like I really wanna go back playing live. I'm sure it's gonna happen. Touring, I'm sure it's gonna happen. But the main goal right now is like just keep doing what I'm doing and keep enjoying it. You know, like do more session work, do more lessons and more content for Instagram and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just keep meeting people, just keep growing, practicing more, you know, like
Yeah.
keep learning.
Yeah.
Content's our
Speaking
middle
of-
game.
Huh?
Content's our middle name.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah, I
content,
know.
really?
Yeah, because that was the reason. So you were talking about before about learning how to adapt, and that's like something very important for becoming a better professional musician. And like I think we have a bit of practice with adapting today. Like if you guys could see our whole camera system right now.
Don't even talk about it.
No, but I was gonna say like because for me networking is a very interesting thing in this whole scale of like Instagram and stuff like that, and like I've got into the habit of like reaching out to people saying, hey, would you like to collab on something and stuff like that, and like that's like because I'm like young enough where I haven't had experience kind of like in like the old music industry, so like for you, how do you network, and do you have any tips on like how to like approach people through social media like Instagram when you want to like
Just collab.
Yeah, collab with them, because I know that I feel like I could sometimes be like annoying when I like approach somebody, but like what's like your advice on like the best way to collab with somebody that may have more clout than you, or just like in general?
Yeah. Well, in general, I feel like you should always think about the other person first,
Right.
and how you can, how they can get something out of you. Like I think you should always think how to help the other person.
You have to be
first.
empathetic.
What's that?
You have to be empathetic. You
Yeah.
gotta, like, listen, they're wasting their time on me. Like, what can I do for them?
No, just like if you want to collapse with somebody, just try to like tell that person like, okay, we're gonna do this, and this is gonna be good for you because of this.
Right.
Like you're gonna get a benefit out of
Right.
this. So and also, I feel like I was like that a lot, but then I understood like it's not only about like networking and doing this; it's also about like connecting with people and it just actually finding friends and people. Like I met you guys and it's great. We're doing a podcast, an interview, but also we also hang and went for coffee, and it was great to talk and just like like hang. Actually meet the person. So I think that's very important when networking. Not only like thinking about the other person benefits or whatever, but also like hanging and trying to get
Connection.
connecting with people.
Heart to heart.
Yeah.
Fart to fart. Fart to fart.
Yeah, but definitely,
No.
yeah. If you collab with me, I can guarantee you 3 Japanese followers. How about that?
Oh, 3
Yeah.
Japanese.
3,
That's
a whole
very
3
interesting.
Japanese. No, but yeah, I guess definitely that's like important to know that, like, because it can't like you can't fall into the trap of like clout chasing, like I feel especially. But yeah, it's good to know. Just be true to yourself. Yeah.
You have something to say. I mean, like, you guys really are doing an amazing job, but like when I started the Instagram thing, I was like very obsessed with like the quality. Like I wanted everything to look like very sharp.
Same,
all the
yeah.
videos, the audio, everything. So I put a lot of effort into that, you know, like making sure everything was like, if somebody would pop into my Instagram, it would be like a nice thing to watch, you know. So that kind of stuff. Like,
Awesome. Well, I guess we could end it off here. But before that, is there like any like music that you want to like show us, show the audience, like anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. I have my album that I did, West 56. It's on Spotify.
Oh, with Juan.
Yeah, with Juan.
It's a really good
composer.
album.
It's great.
Yeah.
So that's like very ambient kind of stuff. I love it, and you can find it anywhere. It's called West 56. And then I also have my own band. It's called Top Queens.
Oh,
TOP
nice.
Queens. It's an all-female band, and we play like funk and soul music.
Oh, that sounds
So
cool.
you can also find that on all
Nice.
platforms.
Awesome.
Top Queens. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming
Thank
on.
you, guys.
Yeah.
We are not worthy. But,
Yeah, we are definitely
thanks for
not worthy
coming
of your presence. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
me.
so guys, thank you for watching this episode of Sounds Like NYC, and we'll see you in the next one.